Hello, everybody. It is Kate here from HelloFunnels.co, and welcome to a quickie episode of the Doing It Online podcast. Now, today I have a really actionable thing for you to do, and it's like a 5 to 10 minute exercise that you can either sit down and do now if you're not driving, or if you have, a pen and paper handy, or something you can do sometime later in the week. And I promise you, if you take the time to do this, the impact that it will have on how easy you can make sales, how many sales you make, and how your business runs is huge. So let's dive right on in. Alrighty guys, so as promised, quickie episode, super actionable. So got your pen ready? Alrighty, let's get started. So basically what I want you to do is I want you to stop and either actually go back through your records, testimonials, client results, notes, whatever you have, or just from memory. And I want you to think about your top 10 to 20 clients. Like this, it depends on obviously how long you've been in business, how many clients that you've had. Even if you're new and it's your top 3 clients, obviously the more the better, because we're going to basically try and find some data points that make them all the same or that they have in common. So I want you to first of all sit down, try and either mentally brain dump those clients, or go through if you have any offboarding surveys, whatever it is you have in your business. Just you want to be able to find out who these clients are and what it is that made them the best clients, that made them get the best results. And so a few things to think about. So first of all, we're going to start with the basics, right? Start with the demographics. So think about age, location, gender, family structure, previous experiences, income level, where they are in the world, those kind of basic things. There'll be some commonalities there, but to just stop there would be a real disservice, because there's so much more that makes up a client and that makes up an individual. But it is good to just know that, and also from a ads targeting point of view, that stuff can be very interesting to know as well. So then we want to go a layer deeper. So then we want to think about, and again, this one isn't actually relevant to every type of client, probably more to those who are marketing business coaches and things like that. But I want you to think about what is their area of expertise or their niche, or what kind of business do they have? And again, are there any commonalities? In some, what you might want to even do if you're super organized about this, you could just put it down, pen and paper, or you could get a spreadsheet going and have each have a column and write it out and look for the common threads there. Next thing you want to look at is think about when they came to you, what was that key issue, pain point, or outcome that they were what was the thing that they were searching for an answer? Because it's not always necessarily exactly what we deliver, right? Quite often we're able to help in a whole breadth of ways. Our programs might help in a whole lot of ways, but there might have been was there a specific thing that tipped them over the edge, that made them go, yeah, that's the thing I'm most interested in. That's the thing that I really want help with. Again, may not be the thing you ended up making the biggest impact for them, but we want to know their them coming into it, what they were thinking was going to be that winning strategy for them. Next, you're going to look at their personality. So again, sometimes with group programs, you may not be as aware of this, but were they the type of person to ask questions? Were they the type of person to jump on a call? Were they fast starters? Were they the type who just sort of busily kind of got it done in the background? Think about those kind of how they worked, how they showed up, how they interacted. Again, any commonalities that you can see across the board. Next, have a think about their assets, experiences, and resources. So what did they bring with them to working with you? What did they already have done, or did they already have achieved, did they already have that they could access, that again would just help them to move faster, to get better results, to understand the process better, to be more prepared than someone who didn't have those things, so that they could jump in and go from 0 to 10 really quickly, whereas other people might come in and it takes them months, if not years. The final thing to look at is how did they like to move through, consume, experience your program, your coaching, whatever it is. Like, did they show up to calls or not? Did they sort of ask questions via email? Were they wanting voice notes? Like, again, is there a common thread? And it might have been not just on how they actually showed up with what you had to offer, but maybe they suggested something, or maybe they asked something, or maybe they might have mentioned in passing, oh, can I jump on a call with someone? Or, think about, like, did they need calls? Did they not? And then the final one, my second final one, is thinking about what was the process that they needed before they purchased. So were they someone who just found you through a Facebook ad and then, jumped in and bought right away? Were they someone who's on your email list for a really long time and they needed many, many touch points? So again, you don't necessarily know all this off the top of your head. You can kind of do this exercise as lightly or as in depth as you like. Either way is going to be really valuable. But at the end of it, I want you to and if you went with sort of like the spreadsheet option or the writing it down option, just go through and just start highlighting things that more than one person, doesn't have to be every single one, but that more than one person had in common. And this will start to build that picture for you of who your ideal client is. What they, these people all have, what were those common sort of factors and personality traits and things that they all had in common, or many of them had in common. And this becomes so useful for so many things, whether it's how you do your marketing and your messaging, how you structure your program, the points, the pieces of your program that you highlight as a real feature and a benefit, even how you deliver the program. If you're like, okay, well, the person who got the best results from this program, they had X, Y, Z, so maybe I don't need to be talking about the fact that I teach this because they already done that, and I want to attract people who've already done that because I'm going to know they're going to get the best results. So I hope you found, go away, do it. If you get some aha moments, if any little light bulbs go off, make sure you come and let us know. You can, if you're watching this on the video, you can drop it below. Otherwise, shoot us a DM over on Instagram. I hope this has been super valuable. If it has, please share it. Please make sure you let any and everyone you know about it. That's how we can help more people. And otherwise, guys, I'll see you same time next week for another episode of Doing It Online. Bye.